Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is the 15th Sunday. It is the 15th of March. It is Chaitra Masa or Vishnu Masa and the Krishna Paksha, Dwadasi Tithi. And there are few events today. So the first one is the Ekadasi fasting to be broken. So it is between the time 9:55 and 10:11. It is only 16 minutes window. It is very small window. So just reminding again. So 9:55 and 10:11. Okay. And second event is the disappearance day of Sri Govinda Ghosh. And the third event is the Mother's Day. Okay. So these are the three events. So Dwadasi Parayana devotees will break after 9:55 before 10:11. We shall take a few lines from the special Vaishnava days about Govinda Ghosh. Okay, so today Sunday is the disappearance day of Sri Govinda Ghosh, one very pleasing associate of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. From Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, chapter 10, the Lord's return to Jagannath Puri, text 115. The three brothers, Govinda, Madhava, and Vasudeva, were the 82nd, 83rd, and 84th branches of the tree. Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda used to dance in their Kirtana performances. The three brothers, Govinda, Madhava, and Vasudeva Ghosha, all belonged to a caste Kayasta family. Govinda established the Gopinath temple in Agradvipa, where he resided. Madhav Gosha was expert in performing Kirtana. No one within the world could compete with him. He was known as the singer of Vrindavana and was very dear to Sri Nityananda Prabhu. It is said that when the three brothers performed Sankirtana, immediately Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda would dance in ecstasy. According to Gaura Ganadesh Deepika 188, the three brothers were formerly Kalavati, Rasolasa, and Gunatunga, who recited the songs composed by Sri Vishaka Gopi. The three brothers were among one of the 7 parties that performed Kirtana when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu attended the Radhayatra festival at Jagannath Puri. Vakreshwara Pandita was the chief dancer in their party. This is vividly described in the Madhya chapter 13, verses 42 and 43. By the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 3 devotees accompanied Lord Nityananda Prabhu when he returned to Bengal to preach. These 3 were Ramadasa, Madhava Gosha, and Vasudeva Gosha. And Govinda Gosha, however, remained with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri, and thus he felt great satisfaction. And from the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyala, chapter 11, the Veda Kirtana pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when Nityananda Prabhu was ordered to go to Bengal to preach, these 2 devotees, Ramadasa and Gadadhara Dasa, were ordered to go with him. Thus, they were sometimes counted among the devotees of Lord Chaitanya and sometimes among the devotees of Lord Nityananda. Similarly, Madhava Gosha and Vasudeva Gosha belonged to the both groups of devotees simultaneously. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhashya, there is a place named Danihata near the Agradvipa railway station and Patuli in the district of Budvan, where the deity of Sri Gopinathaji is still situated. This deity accepted Govinda Gosha as his father. Even until today, the deity performs the Shraddha ceremony on the anniversary of the death of Govinda Gosha. The temple of this deity is managed by the Rajavamsha family of Krishna Nagara, whose members are descendants of Raja Krishna Chandra. Every year in the month of Vaishaka, when there is a Baradola ceremony, this Gopinatha deity is taken to Krishna Nagara. The ceremony is performed with 11 other deities, and then Sri Gopinatha ji is brought back to the temple in Agradvipa. So in the text 88, here also are Govinda Gosha, Madhava Gosha, and Vasudeva Gosha. They are three brothers, and their Sankirtana congregational chanting pleases the Lord very much. Okay, so again, this is a further beautiful pastimes. I shall share this information in the WhatsApp group. Okay, that's all. And another event is the Mother's Day, and Krishna is also our mother. Pitahamasya Jagato Mata Dhata Pitamaha. Krishna says, I am the mother as well. So Krishna is our mother and father. Yeah, Krishna is everything. So, and also our Radharani, our mother of Mula Prakriti, all the living entities. So today is the Mother's Day, and also all the mothers in the material world who are nourishing their souls in Krishna consciousness. So best wishes to all the mothers. This is Mother's Day. Okay, so that's all from the events perspective. We shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma, he is creating the secondary creation. So in the beginning of his creation, so later on, after he created 5 kinds of material nescience engagements after his purification, and then he started creating the 4 Kumaras, and he requested 4 Kumaras to go and expand the progeny, become a family man, but they did not accept that idea. They wanted to be Vasudeva Parayana. So, Tan Bhavashe Subhuhu Putran Prajaha Sujita Putrakaha Tannaichen Mukhya Dharmanu Vasudeva Parayanaha. So, they are all interested in the Mukhya Dharma. Mukhya Dharmanu Vasudeva Parayana. So, Vasudeva Parayana. So, after saying that, today Maitreya Muni is saying to Vidra that because as a father, whenever the father speaks to the child to go and carry out the instruction, if child refuses, father gets angry. But father should not show that angry in front of the children. But here, in a similar way, so Brahma tried to control that anger. But even though he tried to, as much as possible, he tried to control somewhere or other from his eyebrows, between the eyebrows, uh, there is a little boy generated from the anger of Brahma. That boy is mixed of blue and then a reddish color. Okay, likewise, Maitreya Muni is saying, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 12, verse number 6 and 7. So avajjataha sutairevam pratyakyata anusasanaihi krodam durvishaham jatam niyantam upachakrame. So avajjataha sutairevam. So avajjataha sa Brahma avajjataha avajjataha is thus being disrespected because they have refused. So avajjataha sutairevam by the sons of Brahma, the 4 Kumaras, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumaras. By the sons sutairevam, thus pratyakyata anusasanaihi. Pratyakyata is refusing to obey. Whenever father or spiritual master says, one has to carry out the instructions. One should not one should not refuse those instructions. So this is pratyata anusasanaihi, the order of their father, anusasanaihi. And what happened to Brahma? Krodham dhirvishaham jatam. Krodham, anger. Dhirvishaham, too much to be tolerated. Jatam, thus generated. That anger was generated from Brahma. So, Niyantam upachakrami, and Brahma tried to control his anger. Niyantam upachakrami. As soon as anger comes from one's mind or one's body, immediately the body, it will change. Everything will be changed. All peaceful things will change into disturbance things. All bad things would come. Okay, so here, so avajjataha sutairevam pratyakyata anusasanaihi krodam dhurvishaham jatam niyantam upachakrami. Okay, translation for this shloka. And the refusal of the sons to obey the order of their father, there was much anger generated in the mind of Brahma, which he tried to control and not express. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can you request Jai Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Brahma is the director in charge of the mode of passion of material nature. Therefore, it was natural for him to be angry on the refusal of his sons to obey his order. Although the Kumaras were right in such acts of refusal, Brahma, being absorbed in the mode of passion, could not check his passionate anger. He did not express it, however, because he knew that his sons were far enlightened in spiritual advancement, and thus he should not express his anger before them. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So in this purport, so this is Brahma is the director in charge of the mode of passion of material nature. So this is how. Otherwise, it is if he is already in the he is Brahma is a devotee of the Lord, but he is carrying out his duty to expand the progeny and giving an opportunity for the conditioned souls to give the name, form, and all the circumstances, so they will progress in the spiritually, and then they will be going out of this universe. Otherwise, they will be staying here again, taking birth, coming again, birth, old age, disease, and death, birth, old age, disease, and death. Okay, so it is a Brahma's duty to accommodate all the facilities for the living entities. सकर्म बीजम रजसोपरक्तः प्रजाः सुक्षणीदेव दृष्ट्वा प्रजाः सुक्षणीदेव दृष्ट्वा. So here in the beginning, in the 8th chapter of end of the 8th chapter of 3rd canto, there Maitreya Muni says, Brahma astad visargabhimukastamidhyam. So he started glorifying the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu for his creative powers. सकर्म बीजः रजसोपरक्तः प्रजाः सुक्षणीदेव दृष्ट्वा astad So then he started glorifying. I think that there are a few more, one more line was there. Okay, so that is Rajasa Uparaktaha, that is mode of passion. So he is the director. So therefore, it was natural for him to become angry on the refusal of his sons to obey his order. Okay, when children are not following the instructions, immediately father may get angry. Of course, here father also knows that children are inclined towards the spiritual realization. At that time, he has no other options. There are no other ones, no other children to say option. Like these are the first children to be carried out to expand the progeny. So Brahma is getting angry. Although Kumaras were right in such acts of refusal, Brahma, being absorbed in the mode of passion, could not check his passionate anger. Okay, it is natural. Even sometimes devotees also, we have seen so many sages, even they also got angry sometimes. Okay, this is all because of they do not have other options, and that is the only way to do it. And here, during the time, Brahma did not express it. However, because he knew that His sons were far enlightened in spiritual advancement, and thus he should not express his anger before them. He is trying to control the anger. Niyantam upachakrami. Niyantam. He is trying to control in his best. Upachakrami. But however, this anger will be, it will destroy anything which, any activity performed through the anger. Sometimes when people will come together and discuss, one person may say, but other person may not accept it. Maybe subordinate and the master, or a spiritual master, or a disciple, or a father and child. And one person says, and other person may not accept it, and but still forcibly accept because there is no other option. Oh, somewhere I have to do it, but they do it in an anger. Okay, I'll do it in such a way, in a taking it anger and then carry out, but that will bring only negative reactions further. But this needs to be done very peacefully in a mode of goodness. Any activity, again, the Krishna describes in the 17th chapter. Any yajna, dana, tapaha, karma, a person, a thought, a intelligence, a happiness, whatever these things are established, they're all of three modes: goodness, passion, and anger. Sorry, goodness, passion, ignorance. They not all needs to be done in the mode of goodness. All activities, yajna, dana, tapaha, karma. Even a person is called a karta, who is executing the activity. Karta, uh, tamas uchyate, karta, rajaha uchyate, likewise Krishna describes. A person is said to be in the mode of goodness. And then his happiness and his mind, his intelligence, everything is categorized into three modes: goodness, passion, ignorance. If one gets angry, what happens? Automatically, Krishna says, Trividam narakasyedham dwaram nashanam atmanaha. It is the three paths to the hell. These are uh, kamaha krodha tada lobaha. Tasmad yetat trayam tyajet. One must leave these three things. One must leave this kama, krodha, lobha. So one has to give up the attachment to the materialistic things. So the topmost, the elder brother is the lust, and then younger brother is the this anger, and greed is also one more. Let's see, there kamanujena sasata upaplutakshaha, and in the four Kumaras, they will also get angry when they were trying to enter into the Vaikuntha planets. Jaya and Vijaya got stopped there. Then what happened to them? They also got angry. So Vuchuhu tad Didruk Vuchuhu, they spoke that Didrukshita Bhanga Yeshat. And when their desire was got disturbed, Bhanga Yeshat, then Kamanujena Sahasatha Upaplutakshaha. They also got angry. Kama Anujena. The brother of Kama is anger. They were bitten by Manju Dashtanam. Manju is the anger. Manju Dash, they were bitten by the anger. When anger is bitten, what happens? All body will become poisoned. It cannot, again, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Jayito Vishwan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Krododbhavati Abhijayate Krododbhavati Sammoha Smriti Vibhramaha Smriti Vamshat Buddhinashat Pranasyati. See, where does it take the anger? And it's everything, it starts from the contemplations of the objects. Jayito Vishayan and materialistic things. And then anger will come in between, and then everything, forgetfulness, and then losing of sense control. In such a, he will fall into the materialistic pole. But here Brahma is doing as a matter of duty, but here also he is trying to control such anger. So krodam durvishaham jatam, it is very difficult. Whenever there is a little bit of pastime of Dhruv Maharaj, when he was killing all the yakshas in order to take revenge, because one of the yaksha killed Dhruva's brother Uttama. But Dhruva got very angry, and then he was killing all the Yakshas. At that time, Swayambhu comes, and then he gives all the so many instructions to Dhruva Maharaj. So, my dear child, do not get angry like that. And then Swayambhu he left back to his abode, and then whenever Dhruva Maharaj is waiting there, at that time, this Yaksha king, that is Kuvera, comes there, and then he glorifies Dhruva Maharaj. It is very difficult to give up the anger, but you have given just on the account of your grandfather's instructions. I appreciate it. Bho Bho Rajan Bhadram Te. All glories unto you, O Dhruva. Likewise, he glorifies. Now you ask me any benedictions from me. So because Dhruva has given up that anger immediately, everything comes because of the transcendental knowledge. When we acquire all this knowledge, there is no reason to get any angry at all. Because everyone are controlled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead through his external energy, or they are all bewildered. Brahma says that यस्मिन् यदा पुष्करनाभमाया धुरन्तया स्पृष्टदेहा पृथग्दुष्यः कुर्वन्ति तत्र हि अनुकम्पये कृपं न साधवो दयो बलात् कृते कृपम्. One should be, if other person is getting angry, we need to be tolerant. We need to show compassion to them because they are bitten by illusory energy of the Lord. Our Lord is always tasmin prashanta vigrahe. He is santakaram bhujagasayanam. He is very peaceful. We should also have that qualities within in the devotees of the Lord in a minute quantity. We also need to exist. We are representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. God is Krishna is so compassionate to everyone. And devotees, he in one place he says that ye brahmanan maidhya kyapato archayantaha tushyad prataha smita sudokhita padmavaktraham vanyanurag kalayatmaja vadgrunantaha sambodhayanti ahamiva ahamupahritastaihi. He glorifies Vaishnavas and Brahmanas whenever other person is speaking in anger as well, and other person is a devotee, a Brahmana or a devotee. And whoever is receiving those words, even the Brahmana is speaking here our Lord Brahma is a Brahmana. When a Brahmana is speaking angrily, even though angrily, if whoever receives those words very pleasingly, that Lord only speaking, Sambhodhayanti aham iva aham upakృతastaihi. A person who is receiving those words with a gentle smile, that Lord only speaking through this Brahmana. And such kind of person are attracting the heart of Krishna. That is very beautifully he glorifies one side Brahmanas, one side Vaishnavas. Here, Jaya and Vijay in the Vaikuntha planet, they did not take any opposite curses like that. They did not act any oppositely to the Brahmanas. Simply, they have surrendered themselves. तेषामिति मीरित उभौ अवधाय घोरं तं ब्रह्मदण्डम् अनिवारणम् अस्त्रपूगैः सज्जो हरि अनुचर ऊरु बिब्बितः तत् पादाग्रहो अपपतम् अतिकातरेण. Immediately they have surrendered, fall and dandavat pranam to these four brahmanas, Jaya and Vijaya. They are the Vaikuntha people. They did fall down at the brahmanas' feet. Padagrahu apapatam atikatarena, with so much of fear, because Brahmana's curse is very danger. न ब्रह्मदण्डदग्धस्य न भूतभयदस्य च नार्काषाणगृह्णन्ति यां योनिमसो गतः. Because Brahmanas, they do not get angry at all generally. But when they get angry, it goes tantam chipanti. So there may be wherever they take birth, their parents, they do not adore that child. This is Diti Mata prays in her when she was speaking to Kashyapa Prajapati. So here, Lord glorifies the Brahmanas one side, and whoever is receiving those angry words from the Brahmanas, such kind of people are attracting the Lord of Krishna, heart of Krishna. It is very beautiful. Yes, but here the anger, what purpose anger is coming? But there, anger Manyudashtanam, the four Kumaras, they got angry. But they wanted to see the Lord because they are Vasudeva Parayana. They're very eager to see. But that is the only. But there are no harms. But later on, when the Lord comes there, along with the goddess of fortune and all his associates, the entourage comes there to the place, the gate where Jaya and Vijaya are standing, and four Kumaras, they're also there. And then, because of the Lord's presence, now four Kumaras, they are very pleased to see the Lord, but they glorify the Lord. And then, Lord says that all the glorifying the Brahmanas and everything. Lord also says that I wear this dust of the Brahmanas on my feet, on my head, on my crown. Who else not to do it? And the Ganges emanates from my lotus feet. That Ganges is worn by Lord Shiva, who would not dare to take, who would not respect Brahmanas. Likewise, he glorifies. Okay, so that is again, what is the purpose? That is also matter. And we simply need to please, and then Jaya and Vijay, they ask these Brahmanas after falling down on the feet of Brahmanas, Bhuya Dagoni, there, Mavonutapakaleya Bhavat Smridigno, Moho Bhavedi Hatu now, Vrajito Ado Adaha. My dear Brahmanas, so even though you curse it, that is all right. That is all right. But even wherever we go there, wherever we fall down, we never forget about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is there. Mavo Nutapakalaya Bhagat Smritigno Moho Bhaviduhatu now Brajato Ado Adaha. Even the falling down, we do not want to forget about the Lord. That is there they are asking. So, but that is one side of the devotees. Okay, so here, coming back to this shloka here, Lord Brahma, he tried to control this anger. Niyantam upachakrame. And this anger is very difficult to control. Krodam durvishaham jatam niyantam upachakrame. Okay, so that is the shloka. And in the next shloka here, later Maitreya Muni says that a boy has emanated from the eyebrows of Lord Brahma. So he says, Diya nigrihya manopi भ्रूर्मध्यात् प्रजापतेः सज्जो अजायत तन्मन्युः कुमारो नीललोहितः धिया निगृह्यमानोऽपि by his intelligence. Dhiya nigrhyamanopi and being controlled in spite of, even though he's trying to control his anger. Dhiya nigrhyamanopi bhrur madhyat from the middle of the eyebrows. Bhrur madhyat prajapatehe of Lord Brahma. Sajjo ajayata tanmanyuhu. And when uh, at once, very quickly, then and there itself, Ajayata, and one generated, what is that? Tanmanyuhu from the anger of Brahma. Tanmanyuhu, Kumaro Nila Lohitaha, a child who is of Nila Lohitaha, mixture of blue and red. Mixture of blue and red. Prabhupada later, and he says that blue is meant for passion, red is meant for ignorance. So the mix of passion and ignorance, the anger comes and the children are born. This is Kumaro Nilalohitaha. Likewise, Maitreya Muni mentioning. So Diyanugrihyamanopi Bhrur Madhyat Prajapatehe Sajjo Ajayata Tanmanyuhu Kumaro Nilalohitaha. The translation. Although he tried to curb his anger, it came out from between his eyebrows, and a child mixed blue and red was immediately generated. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, Hemlata Mataji, would you like to read this purport, Mataji?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Prabhu, Hare Krishna, everyone, Dandavat Pranam. The face of anger is the same whether exhibited due to ignorance or knowledge. Though Brahma tried to curb his anger, he could not do so. Even though he is the supreme being, such anger in its true color came from between the eyebrows of Brahma as Rudra, in a mixed color of blue, ignorance, and red passion, because anger is the product of passion and ignorance. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So again, the face of anger is same whether exhibited due to ignorance or knowledge. Okay, so the anger means anger itself. Either through ignorance, it may come through ignorance or knowledge. Sometimes here Brahma is in complete knowledge itself, but he also got angry. Many times, people who are in the mode of ignorance, they frequently get angry. If their desires are not fulfilled, they get angry. If someone is not listening, they will get angry. If something is not happening as they like, they will get angry. For everything, they will get angry. So their life is always miserable. But here, Brahma is an intelligence. But of course, he is not getting angry frequently, but only once. And when there was no option, but he is trying to control that one as well. And Brahma tried to curb his anger. He could not do so, even though he is the supreme being. He is supreme being entity in this universe. So such anger in its true color came from between eyebrows of Brahma as Rudra. In a mixed color of blue, blue is the ignorance and red is the passion. Because anger is the product of passion and ignorance. And sometimes why blue means so where we say Kalakya karma tantro loka napitan dadrushe swadehe. Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, when he is lying in the Garbhodaka ocean, he says that after Chaturyuganam to Sahasram Apsu, for 1,000 yuga cycles, when he is lying in that water, Chaturyuganam to Sahasram Apsu, Swaya Bujritaya Swasiktya, by his Swasiktya, and then Kalakyasita Karma Tantro, when the 1,000 cycles are completed, then Karma Tantri, not to carry out the fruitive activities. Lokan Apitan Dadrushe Swadehe, the living entities. Lokan Apitan. Apitan is bluish color. They look at the living entities in the bluish color. There, Prabhupada is mentioning because of the sinful tendency of the living entities, they are appearing like the bluish color. The living entities, they're appearing like a bluish color. Lokhan apitan dadrushe swadehe, within his the body, body of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. Living entities are mixed of, they're like a bluish color. Means it is ignorance. Here it is mentioned. And then red is the passion. And anger is the product of passion and ignorance. Okay, that is small purport. Okay, so we shall go and try to recite these two shlokas. Okay, so Lord Shiva comes and then later on Brahma asks him to go and expand the progeny because he's a product of anger. And then later on, Brahma is going to, when he creates so many other things like Bhotas, Pishachas, so many other disturbing living entities will come out. And later on, Brahma asks him to go and enough is enough. They are disturbing the creation. Now you go for tapasya. And Lord always now he's situated in the tapasya. Okay, so we shall recite Shloka 6. सोऽध्यातः सुतेरेवं प्रत्याख्यात अनुशासनैः क्रोधं दुर्विषहं जातं नियन्तम् उपचक्रमे. Can I request line by line, dear devotees? So avadhyatah sutairevam
So, avadhyatah sutarevam
pratyakyata anusasanaihi
Pratyakhyatam
pratyata
sataneh
anushasanehi
Anushasaneh
क्रोधं दुर्विषहं जातं
क्रोधं
क्रोधं
दुर्विषहं जातं
दुर्विषहं जातं
नियन्तम् उपचक्रमे.
नियन्तम्
तम्
उपचक्रमे.
उपचक्रमे.
Again. So avadhyatah sutairevam
तो अवध्यातः सुतरेवं
अज्ञातः सुतरेवम्
प्रत्याख्याता अनुशासनैः
प्रत्याख्यातानुशासनैः
प्रत्याख्यातानुशासनैः
क्रोधं दुर्विषहं जातं
क्रोधं दुर्विषहं
क्रोधं
जातं
दुर्विषं जातं
नियन्तम् उपचक्रमे.
नियन्तम्
नियन्तम्
उपचक्रमे.
उपचक्रमे.
Once more. So avadhyatah sutairevam
सो अवध्यातः सुतेरं
अतः सुतरेवम्
प्रत्याख्याता अनुशासनैः
प्रत्याख्याता
प्रत्याख्यातानुशासनैः
अनुशासने
अनुशासनैः
क्रोधं दुर्विषहं जातं
क्रोधं दुर्विषीं जातं
नियन्तम् उपचक्रमे.
नियन्तं
नियन्तम्
तुमुप्रमे.
Very beautiful. Can I request devotees take a turn to recite? Hemlata Mataji, would you like to go first, Mataji?
हरे कृष्ण. सो अव्ध्यातः सुतरेवं प्रत्याख्याता अनुशासनैः क्रोधं दुर्विषं जातं नियन्तुम् उपचक्रमे. हरे कृष्ण.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. And Gauringi Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। सो अबाध्यतः सुतैरेवं प्रत्याख्यातानुशासनैः क्रोधं दुर्विषहं जातं नियन्तुम् उपचक्रमे। हरे कृष्ण।
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. And Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, yes. So avadhyatah suterevam pratyakhyatana अनुशासनैः. Think krodham durvishaham jatam niyantam upachakrame.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna. सोऽवज्ञातः सुतैरेवं प्रत्याख्याता अनुशासनैः क्रोधं दुर्विषहं जातं नित्यम् उपचक्रमे.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Jagriti Tanna Mataji, please.
अवध्यायातः सुतेरेवं प्रत्याख्यातानुशासने क्रोधं दुर्विषहं जातं नियन्तुमुपचक्रमे.
Very
Yes,
nice.
Prabhuji, is that right?
Yes, Mataji. Niyantum upachakrame.
Niyantum
Niyantum upachakrame.
upuchakrame. Upuchakrame, yeah, Prabhu?
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Niyantam upuchakrame.
Very beautiful.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. So adhyatam suterevam pratyakhyata anusasane krodham durvishaham jatam niyantam upachakrame.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Also, would you like to read the translation, Mataji, please?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. On the refusal of the sons to obey the order of their father, there was much anger generated in the mind of Brahma, which he tried to control and not express. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. We shall move to the next shloka as well. बुद्ध्या निगृह्यमानोऽपि भ्रोर्मध्यात् प्रजापतेः सद्यो अजायत तन्मन्युः कुमारो नीललोहितः. Can I request again, line by line? धिया निगृह्यमानोऽपि
धिया निग्रहमाणोऽपि
भ्रुवोर्मध्यात् प्रजापतेः
भ्रुवोर्मध्यप्रजापते
भ्रुवोर्मध्यात् प्रजापतेः
सद्यो अजायत तन्मन्युः
सद्यो अजायत तन्मन्युः
कुमारो नीललोहितः.
कुमारो
कुमारो
नीललोहितः
नीललोहितः
Again. धिया निगृह्यमानोऽपि
धिया
या निग्रहमाणोऽपि
मनो अपि
भ्रुवोर्मध्यात् प्रजापतेः
ध्रुवो
भ्रुवोर्मध्यप्रजापतेः
मध्यात्
प्रजापतेः
प्रजापतेः
सद्यो अजायत तन्मन्युः
सद्यो
सत्यो
सद्यो
जयत
अजायत
तन्मन्युः
तन्मन्युः
कुमारो नीललोहितः.
कुमारो नीललोहितः
नीललोहितः
लोहितः
धिया निगृह्यमानोऽपि
धिया
या
निग्रह्यमाणोऽपि
निग्रहमाणोऽपि
भ्रुवोर्मध्यात् प्रजापतेः
ध्रुवो
भ्रुवोर्मध्यात्
मध्य
मध्यात्
प्रजापतेः
प्रजापतेः
सद्यो अजायत तन्मन्युः
सद्यो
ततो
अजायत
अजयत
अजायत
तन्मन्युः
तन्मन्युः
कुमारो नीललोहितः.
कुमारो
कुमारो नीललोहितः
नीललोहितः
लोहितः
Very beautiful. Okay, can I request devotees take a turn to recite? Amlata Mataji, would you like to go, Mataji?
हरे कृष्ण धिया निग्रहमणोऽपि भूर्वो मध्यात् प्रजापतेः सद्यो अजायत तन्मन्युः कुमारो नीललोहितः हरे कृष्ण
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, Gauri Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी के धिया निगृह्यमाणोऽपि ध्रुवोर्मध्यात् प्रजापतिः सद्यो जायत तन्मन्यु कुमारो नीललोहितः. हरे कृष्ण.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. And here there is one thing. There is a visarga sound, H and a dot. This is called visarga. Prajapate. When it is start adding with a, there are 5 vowels. There is, if it is prefixed with E, then Prajapatehe, Patehe, and here Manyuhu. This is Vukaram. This is, it comes as a, there are Akaram, Vukaram, there are, this is A. Prajapatehe, Manyuhu, it Lohitaha. Akaram comes here, Vukaram comes here, Ikaram comes here. Okay, this is Prajapatehe Manyuhu Lohitaha. This is Visarga sound comes accordingly based on the vowel before the Visarga. Okay, Diya Nigruhyamanopi Bhrurmadhyat Prajapatehe Tadjo Ajayata Tanmanyuhu Kumaro Nila Lohitaha. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Very beautiful. Jai Mataji, please.
Oh, yes, thank you. धिया निग्रह्यमाणोऽपि भ्रुवोर्मध्यात् प्रजापतेः सद्यो अजायत तन्मन्युः कुमारो नीललोहितः. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण धिया निर्गुणा
Nigruhya.
sorry धिया निगृह्य अनुमानोऽपि भ्रुवो मध्या प्रजापतेः सद्यो अजायते तन्मन्यु कुमारो नीललोहितः.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, this is one Prajapatehe.
Prajapatehe. Can I say it again?
Yes, Mataji.
Diya nirgruha anmanopi pruvo madhya prajapatehe. Sadhyo ajayate tanmanyuha kumaro nilalohitaha.
Tanmanyuhu.
Tanmanyuho, sorry, yeah. Sadhyo ajayata tanmanyuho.
Yes,
Kumaro nilalohitaha. Okay.
very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. देयानि गृह्यमाणापि भ्रुवोर्मध्यात् प्रजापतेः सद्यो अजायत् तन्मन्युः कुमारो नीललोहितः.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Jaguri Rana Mataji, please.
Yes, Prabhuji. Diya nigraha nigrahya manopi purvo purvo martya ta prajapateha saddo ajayata tanmanyuhu kumaro lohitaha.
Very
Yes,
beautiful.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Very
Thank
nicely
you.
done.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, Prabhu.
Did very beautiful, Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay, that is from the shloka Dhyani Grihyamanopi Bhrur Madhyat Prajapatehe Sadhyo Ajayata Tanmanyuhu Kumaro Neelalohitaha. So here one point, Bhrur Madhyat, from the eyebrows, where Lord Brahma, Kapil Bhagavan, he mentions that when a yogi or a person who is progressing in spiritual life, when he has got more of lusty desires, or then if he is advised to meditate on the eyebrows of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhrumandalam Munikrute Makaradvajasya. Bhrumandalam Munikrute Makaradvajasya. Makaradvajasya is the Cupid. In order to conquer or come out from the illusion of Cupid, one has to meditate on the eyebrows. Bhrumandalam, that is middle of the eyebrows of the Lord. Krishna's eyebrows are there. He has got a very beautiful eyebrows. Subruhu, Sunasam. So we need to meditate on the between eyebrows of the Lord to come out from the illusion of Cupid. Okay, so here Brahma, from the eyebrows of Brahma, Lord Shiva has appeared. He is the Ajay Tadmanyuhu. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Very beautiful. We shall move on to Srila Prabhupada's letter. Today letter to Jai Pataka, March 30th, 1971, Bombay. Okay, can I request Jai Mataji to read this small letter?
Yes, thank you. My dear Jai Pataka Maharaj, please accept my blessings. I have not received reply to my letter sent to you on the 24th instant. Why are you silent? Also, has Dinanath arrived there from Gorakhpur with the deities? I instructed Dr. Rao Ramananda that if a land agreement hadn't been settled up on the University of Gorakhpur by the 22nd instant, that Dinanath should go to Calcutta immediately with the deities. But as of yet, I have received no reply from Gorakhpur. Enclosed, please find one set of Japamala as a sample. I want to purchase similar style beads as good, if not better, quality and in large numbers. These beads are available in Calcutta and especially in Navadvip. They have got the best quality beads. So please send quotation at lower price, 400 sets, 400 sets, first quality beads, and I will let you know how many I want ordered. Please take care of this matter as soon as possible, since I'll be leaving Bombay after 5th April. Hoping this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So in this letter, Prabhupada is a bit concerned that he still hasn't heard from Jayapataka Maharaj. As we remember, a few days ago also, he had written to Maharaj asking him to give him the details of any activities happening in Calcutta, because Prabhupada trusted Jayapataka Maharaj a lot, and so he's concerned that that letter was written a few days ago. He still hasn't received any reply, and even now, so he's just urging him to give him, update. And then also Dinanath arrived there for Gorakhpur with the deities, and then there was this thing about the settlement of land, because Prabhupada wanted a land. His vision was that they would start preaching from the University of Gorakhpur. So he wanted a land for themselves. So all those things were going on where, he wanted an update. There's purchase of land. Also, he doesn't know that if Dinanath Prabhu has arrived there with the deities, because he was meant to take some big deities to Maharaj. So all this is happening. He hasn't got any reply yet. Then he's moving on to saying that he's interested in some really good quality beads that one can only find mostly in Navdweep, and he wants a quotation to be sent to him for 100 beads. And then once he gets the quotation, he will then give him a number of how many to order, something like that, Prabhuji. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. You can fill in if there's anything.
Thank you, Mataji. So that's beautifully summarized. Okay, that's all we need to, because these beads are meant for a life. We need to here. Our Guru Maharaj will give the beads which are already soaked in the oil. So some gurus they will ask the holy devotees to get the beads, and then they will give instructions how to do it. Okay, so here Prabhupada is doing everything here for all his disciples. That's all. Any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, and then from the announcements point of view, so today evening we have got again Japa at 6:30 p.m. and we are raising the Lakshmi contributions for Veda base and the Narasimha Abhishek. And the dear devotees, if you have not yet done, again before you break the fast, kindly do any of Lakshmi contributions as much as you can, whatever is possible. Okay, that's all our upcoming events. And also, if it is not Veda based, there is Jagannath Saveto. But we will wind up all these Lakshmi contributions until September. So the Saveto Jagannath Ratha Yatra. And then, though there will not be any projects further. Let us not take more projects, but still we regularly without much burden on every Ekadasi day. So we will just simply some Lakshmi contribute automatically. It will build up by the January sometime like that. Then we can use for next year contributions, different services. This is the I'm contemplating. And the devotees, if you have got any thoughts on that one, please kindly share.
Sorry, Prabhuji, can I ask? You said last time is details on the if we want to donate the Lakshmi, we can.
Yes,
put it.
Mataji, I did forward that one to you as well, Mataji, I think.
Okay. Is on my WhatsApp, Prabhuji, you sent it?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. And you said you need it for the Zoom, right? More, I said is wherever you need it, I can.
Yeah, if you contribute on Ekadasi days, it will be auspicious for yourself because you are fasting on
That's
that
fine,
day.
Prabhuji. I can do it today.
Yes, Mataji, before you break the fast, that would be very auspicious. There are no
Okay.
restrictions when you do it, but most auspicious is when you are fasting and doing most devotion. That is
Yeah.
the right.
Thank you for thinking about us, Prabhuji. Thank you. I will do it today, yeah?
Yes, Mataji. So
And
like,
wherever you want to use it, like you said, the Zoom is you need more, right? Right now.
we use all this for services of the Lord, like Veda Base, Zoom, Nasima Abhishek, and then all projects are shared in the group, and we are sharing all the bank statement as well, whatever we are doing those services.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Mataji Prabhuji is saying if you can do it before you break the fast, that would be auspicious. If you can't find the details, I can send it to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it now. If I find, thank you, Jai Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, any other comments or thoughts? Okay, there are no updates, then we shall move on to the next. Meena Mataji.
No, I just have a question about I don't. It's not related to this right now, but this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. It's like 500 years back. So that was at that time the Kali Yuga started.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared when 500 years ago.
But at the time, same time, like there was Kali Yuga has started same time. Like it's the starting of the Kali Yuga, and that's why, like Advaita Acharya, and they have prayed like. About to come, like Krishna to come. So it's the starting of the Kali Yuga.
It is not starting of the Kali Yuga. So whenever Krishna has departed to his abode, that day itself, the Kali has entered. Kali Yuga has started. And then later on, there is incarnation of Buddha, and there are so many things. After Buddha, um, Shankaracharya, and then later on Madhvacharya, later on Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya. So many of those acharyas have appeared and then spread Krishna consciousness. So after that, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there are so many Madhvendra Puri, Lakshmi Padi, and Sridhar Swami, something like the great personalities. And then later on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then during the same period, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya is the disciple of Madhavendra Puri, and he is in his Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father's age, approximately. That is Advaita Acharya's age of. And while Advaita Acharya, he is, I think, more than 100 years. He has seen all pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has seen his birth, and he has also seen his Antyalila pastimes as well. So Advaita Acharya has seen everything. That is 500 years ago. He has prayed that offering of tulsi leaves and water to the Saligrama to invite Chaitanya, to invite Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared. That is 500 years ago.
But he has prayed because like to come Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because the Kali Yuga was very everybody is doing wrong thing and everything, and that's why he has prayed, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji. So before that itself, Krishna says to Vyasadeva, Aham eva kvachit brahman sannyasashramam ashitaha haribhaktim grahayami kalu papahatan naran. So Vyasadeva, Aham eva kvachit brahman. Once I will be taking birth in the age of Kali, and then taking the Hari Bhakti and also sannyasam as well. So taking the sannyasa and then taking Hari Bhakti, and then Kalo Pap Hata Naran, I'll kill the sinful tendency of the people. Okay, likewise, uh, that Krishna only spoke to Vyasadeva. That was in the Dwapara Yuga.
Okay. But like as you said, like there was Madhvacharya and Sankaracharya, everybody was there. But still there was a prabha of Kali Yuga, isn't it, at that time?
Yes, that is also happened in the Kali Yuga only.
Still there was, everything was going badly and everything. Like people are not, like, going through like lots of suffering and everything. Even though there was Sankaracharya and everything was exists. And there was asked to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come. Isn't it? But yeah, you have explained that he has already said in Dwapar. Yeah, I understand.
Yes, so here even the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there. Not everyone is aware that he is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but it is Bhakta Avataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti Siktikam. He is a Bhakta Avatara. He is like a devotee. In such a way, everyone recognizes. But it is Atavaham Dharadami Bhutva Mad Bhakta Rupadruk. Mayam cha bhavishami kalu sankirtanabhime. This form is so confidential. That's why many people they cannot understand that it is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even before we come to Krishna consciousness, we do not know who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even I didn't know. I never heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And later on, some people used to say that there is a Hare Krishna temple. That's all we used to hear. But we didn't know that it is a ISKCON, it is international society like that. But I was thinking, oh, we always, as a village, we used to do Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. In such a way, that mantra we used to do bhajans. And later on, whenever hearing this, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. First, why these people are doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Mantra as the first Hare Krishna instead of Hare Rama. Are they taking, everyone are taking different things. In such a way we thought. But later on, after a few years, when I come to the ISKCON and see, I went to Bangalore ISKCON temple, they were all doing it. I thought it is a passion or kind of tradition or cultural thing they are doing. It's a new society kind of thing. So likewise, it was in contemplation, not serious, but they were trying to tell us that it is many things, but we could not understand. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So because Krishna is there, they are saying Rama and Krishna, yes, that is fine. But there are gurus like Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami, their deities are there. At that time, I was thinking, why all the humans are also being worshipped. I don't know why people are making other peoples to worship them. I was contemplating. It is like age of Kali. In such a way, I was thinking because we were covered all the intelligence. We do not know. We have not read the scriptures, or we do not have received any guru knowledge from the Guru Parampara, bona fide spiritual succession. Though we are here, Hare Krishna movement is already there. We are here, but is covering our intelligence is covered. There are two illusory energies of the Lord: covering illusory energy, throwing illusory energy. Covering illusory energy means though everything is present in front of us, we do not take it. And throwing illusory energy, it will keep the people away from all the knowledge and the Lord. So when Krishna was present in the Dwapara Yuga also, there are many people, they do not recognize. Only pure devotees of the Lord, only they recognize. Other people, they will see as a great personality. That's all. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is a confidential Yuga avatar. All from the Vedas, Brihanarada Purana, and there are again Brahma Yamala, Krishna Yamala. There are many other scriptures that it mentions.
Yeah, we also never know because in Gujarat, like where I came from. They never Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like even he did not even came over there. So
Yes.
we only knew once we came here in ISKCON about the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and about this. Yeah, and still like in the Saurashtra and Gujarat, still they don't know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Some of them in the current as well.
Yes, Mataji. So it will take some time, maybe.
Yeah.
But things would happen, but we need to keep doing whatever needs to be done. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the essential thing. When we are chanting, then sincerely, the Lord will reveal all the knowledge. When there is no sincerity, things are still covered.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I have one question as well regarding the first shlok which we recited.
Yes,
When
Mataji.
Brahma started to produce progeny and four Kumars, where were conditioned soul at that time? Because Brahma produced these elevated and powerful souls in the beginning. Second son is Lord Shiva and others. So Prabhu, yeah, what about conditioned soul? Where were they? These polluted souls like us.
Very good question, Mataji. This question is exactly previously Prabhupada has answered. Whenever Brahma was sprout from the lotus flower from the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, all the living entities are with Brahma. Now
They
Brahma
still
is,
inside him. Okay.
yeah, he is giving the material bodies to all the conditioned souls.
Slowly, one by one.
Yes, Mataji. Based on their consciousness, he is placing them either upper planetary systems or bottom planetary systems or middle, okay, based on their consciousness level.
So, Prabhu, since soul is, soul doesn't die. So, do you think our souls were also there that time we were there?
Yes, we are always existing. We have Natte Vahum Jatu Nasam Natvam Neme Janadipaha. So again, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, we are all always existing, but we forget. What is our position is forgetfulness. We do not,
Yeah. So it's like resetting according to our karmas. Our life is reset. Yeah, and end of our death, then life is reset. Whether we go to animal kingdom or whatever according to our karmas. So we were there and we are still here. So we never like disappeared.
yes, that is true, Mataji. Because of desires, we have accepted a body to go through these pains and pleasures. That's all. And that forgetfulness comes for a period.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Thank you, Prabhu.
otherwise we cannot experience these pains and pleasures. If we know that, okay, I'm the soul, immediately there is no meaning to stay in this material world. If we are completely
Okay.
convicted. So, but still there are few things left over in our account that will be going in a gradual, slowly we are washing out. And if we wanted to completely clear out, then we need to follow the process like Narada Muni says to Dhruv Maharaj. If you wanted to completely liberate yourself, go to the forest, being in a secluded place, fast in such a way. Then Dhruv Maharaj mentioned the process he has gone through. And then he says, until one leaves the body, he can continue that service. That is also there. But because it is not possible and it is very difficult to digest such kind of very short going back,
Yeah.
but it is not possible. So in this age, स्थाने सिताः श्रुतिगतान् तनुवान् मनोभिः ये प्रायसो अजित जितोप्यसि तैस्त्रिलोक्याम्. ज्ञाने प्रयासं उदपास्य नमन्तरेव जीवन्ति षण्मुखरितां भवदीयवार्ताम्. Then the Bhagavatam it says that wherever you are staying, just be in your carrying out your duties. Sthani stitaha Sruti Gatan Tanuvan Manobihi by your body, mind, and actions. You situate wherever yourself. Engage yourself in the devotional service. You will be gradually purified. Ye prayaso ajita jitopyasi. Ajita is unconquered. Lord will be conquered by such a devotee. That is very suitable for us. Krishna says, recommends the same thing in the Bhagavad Gita as well.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
But we need to be
Understood.
doing it very seriously, taking it seriously. Worship Krishna, prepare nice palatable dishes for Krishna, adore him very nicely, getting dresses. In such a way, if one observes, that itself it takes automatically. He does not have to endeavor separately for liberation. So again, Hutash, there is again Tai Dharshini Avaivaihi Udhara Vilasahasekshita Vamasuptaihi Hutatma Huta Pranam Shadbhaktihi Naichatomi Gatim Anvim Prayunte. Without his separate endeavor, he will automatically get into it. So gradually, that is just observing in serving to the Lord, deities, and then different services to the Lord. This is very pleasing. This is Susukam Kartum Avyayam Pratyakshavagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. Very pleasing.
Yeah. So, Prabhu, like we talk about this population, there is increase in population and all these things come that there will be shortage of food and water and other supplies because of population. So, this population already existed in Satyug, Treta Yuga, and Dwapar Yuga, isn't it, Prabhu? When we listen all these scriptures.
Yes, Mataji, they were existing all the time, but for this one, even the demons are also. Sometimes demons, they are also taking birth in the Brahmanas families. It may be just a bit surprising. Rakshasam Kalim, uh, it is described, Rakshasam Kalim Ashritaha. In the wherever it is described in the Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada mentioned in one of the shlokas, they have appeared in the Brahmanas families and then doing all abominable activities. There are actually demons. Okay, so and with regards to this population, one of the I think I would not see any of this scriptural reference, but one person was mentioning because in this age of Kali, even though one simply glorifying the Lord, one is getting liberated very easily. This is just by Sankirtana only. And people of this Satya Yuga, people of Dwapara Yuga, people of Kruta Yuga, they have to perform meditation, yajnas, and sacrifices, deity worship that. And because knowing that it is very easy process, all of those people are taking birth in the age of cultivating here. That's why population is getting increased because this process is very easier. So glorifying this age of Kali like that. Of course, even there are so many mistakes. Kali dosha nidhi rajan asti hi eko mahan gunaha. For that one mahagunaha, there are many people are taking birth to take this Sankirtana moment and going back to Godhead very easily. That is very, we do not see, but he is mentioning why population is increasing more. But actually, these living entities are always there. And so, for example, if we see there were so many animals, the horses, the forest animals, and so many things. And now that population is getting reduced and humans are increased. It's a gradual progression of the living entity from one body to another body. And whenever living entities come nearer to the human birth, they will have either monkey body or a cow body or a lion body. Lion is in the for the mode of passion, cows like in the mode of goodness, monkeys mode of ignorance. These are given in the Shastras. When the living entity comes to the human birth, nearly these are the bodies it has got previously.
Yeah, so Prabhu, is there any idea or any hint that after taking body of cow or monkey or dog, that soul will go into animal, no, in human body?
Yes. So this is what the sacrifices we have got. So Ashwamedham Ghavalambham. These are the Ashwamedha Yajna and Gomedha Yajna. These are all the Brahmanas. They utter the mantras by performing, sacrificing the cow or a horse. They will witness that living entity leaving that body of a cow or horse and entering into taking as a human body. It is an experiment. That is why this sacrifice is used to do by all the expert Brahmanas. But later on, these Brahmanas only outside things because they do not chant mantras properly. It is actually experiment. It is not that they wanted to kill and eat it. It is experimenting that these mantras are working. For that purpose, they used to perform these yajnas. And then that living entity accepting the human body. Yes.
Okay. So it is already proved, actually. It used to happen in the past yugas, isn't it? Not in Kali Yuga.
Yes, Mataji. And
Okay.
there are nowadays also there are some of the very highly learned astrologers with some kind of a vision. They can understand that where this person has taken birth, what was his previous birth, what is his next birth, what is his now. Likewise, I mean, next birth in the sense he has already died. For example, one of the prime minister, he has taken a birth who was always like a doggish mentality for foreigners. He was a prime minister. Now he has taken a birth as a dog in Spain in one of the woman's house, something like that. He became a pet dog of a woman. It is mentioned in our Ved Prabhupada's purpose somewhere. Because
Okay.
of that
Thank you,
mentality.
Prabhu. It's interesting to know all those things, but there is no much time to discuss. But yes, time to time we can ask such questions, isn't it, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. So
Thank you,
again,
Prabhu.
if I just, for example, ChatGPT as well, it is also expert astrologer. I can ask, so this is my date of birth, this is my place of birth. Can you please tell me what was my previous karma? It will give almost equivalent some of the information. It will give indication. It may not be exact, it will give indication what was your previous birth, why you are doing now, and what is going to happen nearly, how long you are going to live, some kind of a very brief information, and what is your Mahadasha. There are Sukra Dasha, Shani Dasha, and Bruhaspati entering into our life in what particular age, and what are the turning points in our life. It will give all brief details in ChatGPT. If you give birth date and then place of birth, those details, it will give the different phases of your life.
Does it ask for money, that Chat GPT,
It is
Prabhu?
free, Mataji.
Astrologer.
It is free.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, do we have to give time as well? Time of birth, I mean?
Yes, Mataji. Time of birth, because otherwise the movement of the sun, the planetary systems from one constellation to another constellation, it will change, but we need to give exact time. Even the 1 minute also, it is required. Otherwise, that moment it will give different rashis. if we know something, sometimes ChatGPT may give incorrect information, and then we need to adjust it that if my star is this particular one, but why are you giving? Then it will correct itself and then give some information, more accurate information. We need to be very careful.
And also give like solution.
Sorry, Mataji.
Solution, like if something said you have done this, and they give you the solution that what is make you improve or.
Yes, it will also give something indication, but as Krishna devotees, but we need to customize that one according to our Krishna consciousness. It will give in progress, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, follow the regulated rules, and then read the scriptures. These are the main things that generally it will give. And Prabhupada says it will always quote Prabhupada's purports for our questions, but we need to customize ChatGPT, saying that Hare Krishna ChatGPT Mataji, and please accept my humble obeisances, all glory Srila Prabhupada. So my name is Amogadasa, and I am following ISKCON Krishna consciousness rules and regulations, Prabhupada's instructions, Prabhupada's lectures. I am strictly the follower of ISKCON. So whatever the questions I ask, please answer to me only on that basis. Just exactly as you're I'm speaking. So in ChatGPT there is a speaker button as well. You can speak to ChatGPT exactly as what you wanted. Then it will remember forever. And then whenever you ask some questions, it remembers about your position. It will answer you accordingly. It is going to be your day-to-day companion. Of course, it will take our time as well, but we need to be doing whatever needed, whatever it is required. We need to chant Hare Krishna mantra, follow rules and regulations, read scriptures, all the stuff. Okay? But only whenever it needs, we needed some help, we use that.
Like a friend, so if you have any problem, you can ask them.
Yes, if you have got any information in your home, for example, my kitchen, this is not working. I want to do it by myself without inviting anyone. It will give information, small tips. I have got a problem in the laptop or my phone. Please give me the help. If I want to do it myself, it will give the steps. So anything, and with related to the councils or so many of these problems, you ask anything, it will give some information. But you need to be attentive whether it is giving that information. If you know something which is right, and if it is giving different information, you can correct it. It will correct itself and then give the right information again to you accordingly. Okay, so that is about it. Okay, if you're really happy, we shall move to the Ramayana and then to read at least few lines or a few paragraphs. Hare Krishna. Okay, so Ramayana. Shri Rama Rama Rame Tirame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattvalyam Rama Nama Varani.
Sri Krishna Purnamastu.
You wanted to eat Mataji?
So, is Om Sri Ram Ramati.
Yes, Mataji. Would you like to recite that shloka?
Yeah, it's not showing here, but I know how to do it. Shall I do it, Prabhuji, then?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Om Sri Ram Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tantulyam Sri Ram Namvaranane Sri Krishna Purnamastu.
Very beautiful, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, so that is Rama. So we're all trying to understand from Rama. So here Ramayana, we are in the Kishkinda witnessing how Rama has killed Vali and the conversations between Vali and Ramachandra. And then Tara has come out from her chambers, come to the Vali where Vali is falling on the ground. And then Hanuma consoles Tara, and Tara was weeping, and Rama Hanuman consoles. And then Vali says to Sugriva, please forgive me, my brother. Uh, I did not show you enough affection towards you, and instead I have taken you as my enemy. And then, so now once I leave, look after Angada, and then take care of Tara, protect Tara. Likewise, Vali is speaking to Sugriva, and he asked forgiveness from Rama because of he censured Ramachandra. And Rama is mentioning that, oh, Vali, so you will be freed from all your wickedness because you are punished by authority. Okay, so whatever I have used the arrow on you, it is as per the just, because I am a servant of Bharata. As a servant of a king, I have to duty to carry out to justify. And why I have used it from the behind? Because you are a monkey, I can do that one as well. And it is a duty, dharma. In such a way, Rama gives those answers, and then Vali accepts his fault, and then he is no more lamenting further. So this is Rama then explained to Vali rules of morality. The younger brother should be regarded as one's own son and his wife as one's daughter-in-law. Vali had therefore been guilty of a great sin, punishing the sinless Sugriva and cohabiting with Rama, Sugriva's wife. The scriptures prescribed death as the punishment for one who has illicit sexual relations with his own daughter or a wife of his younger brother. There was no doubt that Rama's punishing him was just. Okay, so in such a way, he gives all this information. And then again, he says that just as when hunting, the king shoots the arrow at animals while hidden from your view, so I shot you. So again, he gives the dharma, those principles. And later on, Vali, he also asks forgiveness from Ramachandra. I have certainly strayed from the path of virtue. So whatever you have punished, that is right. And then later on, Vali is fearing about the Angada and then Tara, his wife, and then his child. Okay, so that part is done. Again, this is Tara part. It is also now Tara is lamenting here. And then further, Hanuman gently comforted Tara. Vali asked his brother to be kind to Angada. That part is done. And now Sugriva is feeling despondent, nodded in assent to Vali's instructions. Vali then took off his celestial gold chain and gave it to Sugriva. Turning to Angada, he said in a whisper, Dear son, I shall now depart from this world. Remain ever devoted to Sugriva's service, seeing him as you do myself. Okay, so we have done up to before here. Now, Sugriva, he is feeling despondent because now what is the position of Sugriva? His brother is now died. Even though sometimes in our day-to-day life, we may be living, sometimes fightings might be happening, such kind of misunderstandings. But if one loses his brother in front of him, and if brother is lamenting for his mistake and committed, at the time the other people around him, they will be very, very unhappy. It is very lost. Here he would not be anymore. Okay, so now he is feeling despondent. Later on, Sugriva, after seeing Ramachandra, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, they are very cooperatively, they're all worshipping Ramachandra. Uh, how beautifully they're all loving each other. And then Sugriva at that time contemplates. See, look at these brothers. And I had Vali as my brother. See, that this was our condition. Now, this how one should be like this. So likewise, he contemplates. Now here, Sugriva is despondent and now nodded in assent to Vali's instructions. Vali is his elder brother. Now Vali then shook off his celestial gold chain that Indra has given, because as long as he has it, and that chain will preserve the life within the body of Vali, but Vali is feeling the pain. And now he is in the last, and now he decided to leave his body, and now he is giving that gold, that Indrahara, to Sugriva. Okay, and then he is speaking to Angada, dear son, I shall now depart from this world. Remain ever devoted to Sugriva's service, seeing him as you do myself. So such a powerful Vali is now departing. And once Vali, even he has punished Ravanasura as well. Vali has punished Ravanasura as well. Ravanasura was defeated by Vali, and Ravanasura was defeated by, there is a Kartavirya. Those people. Okay, those are very powerful personalities as well. But here, Ravanasura, he understood that Vali is so powerful, and then he did not make any enmity with Vali. So he made a friendship. If Rama would have asked Vali and then just go and get back my Sita, then Ravanasura would not have fought with Vali. Easily he would have got Sita back to Ramchandra. But Ramchandra is following Dharma. Why here just Vali is only one mistake? He was not justified to his brother and his brother's wife. Okay, so we shall read from here. Okay, can I request the devotees? Take a paragraph, maybe 2 paragraphs each devotee, please. Jai Mataji, would you like to read the 2 paragraphs, Mataji?
Yes, Hare Krishna, yes. With his eyes rolling in pain and his teeth exposed, Vali gave up his life. His head fell to the side as his last breath gasped out. A great howl of sorrow went up from the many monkeys who stood surrounding Vali. Alas, our Lord is gone. Who will protect us now? Who can equal Vali in strength and splendor? Tara and Angada embraced Vali's body, wailing loudly. Sugriva was filled with remorse. He went before Rama and said, I am a wretch who has caused the death of my brother. Although he was always capable, my brother never killed me. But at the first opportunity, I have had him slain. How can I take the kingdom now, stained as it is with Vali's blood? How can I tolerate seeing Tara and Angada weeping bitterly on my account? Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Also, would you like to give any points, Mataji? Stating points, Mataji, please.
So here I think the first thing was that the monkeys, obviously they were feeling the pain that their leader had gone. And because even though Vali had made a mistake, he was still a very strong person. Like he ruled the kingdom, he protected his people. So they were feeling that loss, that now such a strong person has gone from our life. Because Vali, where it says he was, who can equal Vali in strength and splendor, from the previous last week or the week before, we had read that Vali was so strong, and you just mentioned it just now, that he used to go from north to south and east to west, climb the mountains, throw big rocks all the way from the mountains. He was that strong. So who would equal Vali in strength? So even though there is Sugriva there as his brother, Vali was no match for anyone. And then now Sugriva is also feeling a bit of remorse. I think he's feeling a bit of guilty feeling as well, that my brother actually didn't kill me. He never wanted to, he could have, but he didn't. But I had him killed. why did I do that? You know, he was like my elder, like a father to me, and now I'm tainted. So now I will suffer the consequence, because he was thinking of his karma and everything. But not much I can add. I think that remorseness is coming now, that he's thinking a bit more clearly, because before he was angry when he wanted to fight with Vali, he got Ram to kill Vali. That time his judgment was clouded. Now that cloud is being lifted, it looks like, and he's now thinking that maybe I shouldn't have done this way. So that remorseness is coming now. Sorry, Prabhuji, anything more?
Very beautiful, Mataji. Okay, so that one in front of Rama, he has mentioned all of his anger towards Vali, and now again in front of Rama, he is mentioning his remorseness. Okay, so now Rama will he will reconcile those things. Okay, so we shall move on further. Okay, okay, can I request other devotees? Garingi Mataji to read next two paragraphs, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Which one, Prabhuji? Okay. Sugriva became overwhelmed by his feeling. He felt sure he would reap the terrible result of the sin of fratricide, and indeed the killing of a king. Bali was noble and had ruled the monkeys with justice and compassion, having killed him. Sugriva was not fit to himself become a monarch. Everyone would simply condemn him. His only recourse was to interfere along with the body of his brother. Sugriva begged Rama's permission to give up his life. The other monkey could assist Rama in finding Sita. Rama was moved to tears upon hearing Sugriva's piteous lamentation. As he considered the monkey's sorrowful words, Tara approached him and said, "O all powerful one, I too shall enter the fire along with Bali. I have no desire for life without my husband. Surely he will miss me, even among the Apsaras in heaven, for I have always been his most devoted servant." Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji.
Yeah, so here I think Sugriva is feeling a bit where it says that, how can, I can't become a king now, and, I'm not fit to be a king. And he was just being overwhelmed. I think he's getting suddenly like an inferiority complex, because he was comparing himself to Vali. And thinking of the strength which he lacked. But also he was, we have seen that that happening to, was it where I suppose we compare it, where even Arjun was feeling like that as well, very suddenly having all these doubts and thinking, no, I don't want to fight and all that. I'm not sure whether that's a good example to use, but it's just that sort of doubt and inferiority complex that suddenly comes. I was thinking of that. And then here also, Ram was moved to tears. So Sugriva was actually lamenting for no reason. He was, so it says piteous lamentation. So Ram was moved to tears, but Ram was very, I think he had a lot of empathy in him. So he would feel that. He cared for all the people that he came across. And Tara approached him and she was saying that even I want to die as well. And we've seen that in the past where, we've seen that in, if I remember correctly, when Abhimanyu died, even Uttara was lamenting quite a lot that she wanted to, she was mourning for him so deeply. We come across, I think, Madri, was it Madri? Pandu's the second wife also took life because she wanted to be with Pandu. So those examples came to my mind where, they wanted, at that time it was acceptable to become a sati. And she thought that she wanted some only her husband could protect her. She could see of no life without her husband. So that's why she wanted to also die as well. Yes, Prabhuji, sorry. You can add more, please.
Yeah, very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. So here, what it is making, it is the lamentation is the main thing, the sorrow and piteous lamentations. Okay, that will pull. Of course, it is not uncommon, and whenever it is natural only, whenever one beloved one goes. Okay, during that time, we need to have people in and around us who can console appropriately, not on the materialistically, just on the appropriately. Materialistic. Here, Lord Ramchandra, Lakshmana, Hanuma, they're all here. We need to have similar kind of friends in and around us. Other people will be there, do not worry. So if you, they will give some materialistic things. They are not pleasing things. But here we need to keep the scriptural injunctions. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmad apariharyadhe nattam sochitumarhasi asocyananvasocestam prajnavadamsha bhashase gatasun agatasumsha nanusocyanti panditaha. So when we speak from Bhagavad Gita, this one will console the people, any people, it doesn't matter. It will console their heart. Now here, presently Rama is here. Now, the only thing is lamentation needs to be removed from the Sugrivas. They cannot revert back for the moment, but lamentation needs to be taken out. Okay, again, here, Prayaschitta is also one more thing. I have done so many sinful activities before. And then now, oh my dear Lord, please forgive me. From now onwards, I do not do it anymore. And this is the last. In such a way, I am completely surrendering onto you. So in such a way, Prashita life and then later life will purify him. This is a few bits. So here the situation is now it needs to be consoled. And it appears that Vali and Tara, their most Tara is mentioning that even among Apsaras in heaven, for I have always been his most devoted servant. Okay, likewise, that's why she has heard her reasons. Okay, so we shall move on. Hemlata Mataji, would you like to read next two paragraphs, Mataji, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yes. Rama looked.
This, Tara.
Tara begged Ram to kill her with the arrow which had slain Bali. O Ram, the wife is always considered one with her husband. Therefore, you need not fear the sin of killing a woman. You will only be completing the task of killing Bali by taking my life. I cannot tolerate the pain of separation from my spouse. Surely you know only too well what that terrible pain is like. Ram looked compassionately at Tara, who had fallen to ground. He consoled her most gently. O wife of a hero, do not think in this way. This entire creation yields happiness and distress one after another for all created being in accord with their destiny. Where will you go to avoid your fate? Be peaceful here. Having duly mourned for your husband, you will soon enjoy as much delight under Sugriva's protection as you did with Bali. Your son will become Prince Regent and you will be honored. All this is ordained by Providence. O Tara, the wives of heroes never lament as you are doing now. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. And here, just before this one, Rama was moved to the tears upon hearing Sugriva's piteous lamentations. Even Ramchandra was his mood. Okay, so that is also one mood. Okay, Jai Mataji, wanted to add any stating comments, Mataji?
Uh,
You could add from Bhagavad Gita shlokas here.
so this I think this is very important passage here. That there is this happiness and distress one after the other. The life will always have challenges. You will always see happiness, distress. Like the weather, cold winter and summer. So that is the Matrasparshastu Konteya shloka, Prabhuji, that I could think of.
Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
You can decide which shloka.
Okay, I'll try. Matru Sparshastu Konteya Sisitoshana Sukha Dukha Daha Agampaino Nitya Tam Stitikshava Bharata, something like that. Stitikshava Bharata, yeah. So where he's saying that, O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance and happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like appearance and disappearance of winter and summer. So that thing that came to my mind. And then he's also saying that now is the time for mourning, but once you have done past the mourning stage, then you will see things more clearly, because at the moment your mind is agitated, so you're not seeing things clearly. But ideally, then what will happen is that what would be best for you would be to take Sugriva's protection, come under his wing, and then also your son will be protected as well, and he will become the Prince Regent. So that is the will of the Lord. So just do that. I suppose at that time it was acceptable for the wives. If the husband passed away, then they come under the protection of the brother. Can't think of anything else, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hemlata Mataji, would you like to add your comments, Mataji?
No, Prabhu, Mataji has explained nicely. I can't think of anything more than this.
Maybe.
Sorry, Prabhuji. I thought of one more thing that, Rama is explaining more about the soul as well, I think, here as well. Prabhuji, would you say that? That, it's the body which has died and which has died, but the soul is eternal. Would you say that applies here? Because soul is eternal. We just talked about it this morning, that the body is made up of all the material things, so that will go to the ground, but the soul is eternal and it will carry on according to the destiny according to the karma. It will find a new body.
Yes. And one point here, Vali has mentioned to Sugriva, take care of Tara. It is
Yes.
his elder brother's instruction. Now Sugriva has to carry out that instruction. So that means Sugriva should live, Tara should live, Angada should live. Everyone should live happily. So here Rama is mentioning the same statement that all this is ordained by providence. This is authority, decided by the authorities. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Want to add, Mataji?
I was just thinking also, that Prahlad Maharaj, like, because he was also getting, he never forgot taking shelter, because he was getting so much distress all the time, but he never forgot the Lord at that time. And then the Lord had to come for him to give him happiness afterwards. So that happiness and distress is part and parcel of our life as well.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't quite fit with this, but I was just thinking that about the happiness and distress, that we shouldn't forget the Lord even in times of distress either. And in happiness we forget, but that's why he gives us distress, so that we don't forget.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, beautiful reflections. Hemlata Mataji wanted to quote any shloka from Bhagavad Gita in this context.
Not at the moment, Prabhu. Sorry. Please forgive me.
Okay, at least anything you contemplate.
If something comes in my mind, I'll definitely say Prabhu, but not now.
Okay, sure, Mataji.
Prabhuji, would the shloka 56 come into this? Dukheshu anudvigna manaha. Would that
Yes.
come? Would that apply here? One who is not disturbed in mind.
Yeah, recite and explain, Mataji.
Okay. Dukheshu anudvigna manaha, sukheshu vigata spraha, vitaraga bhaya krodha, sthita dhir munir uchyate. So one is who is free from attachment, fear and anger. They are not disturbed even in the threefold miseries or happiness. So here Tara was getting the happiness. Ramchandra was explaining that, this whole creation is based on happiness and distress, but one should be of a sthir mind, so that then they don't get affected. So even when distress comes, they go through it, sail through it properly, without getting too agitated. Once you are in Krishna consciousness, then you accept those kind of things, that it is my fate, it is my destiny. So why cry, why lament? That's something I thought of. Sorry, Prabhuji. Carry on.
Mataji. Very nice. This is Dukeshu nidvignamanaha, Sukeshu vigatasprahaha, Vitaragabhayakrodha, Sitadhir munirichyate, Vitaragabhayakrodha, Manmaya mam upasitaha, Bahavo jnana tapasa puta, Madbhavam agataha. Many people leaving all attachment and enviousness, Raga Dvesha, they have attained me. Manmayam upasitaha, Bahodjnan tapasapota. Many people enlightened with the knowledge. Madbhavam agataha. They became Krishna consciousness and then came to Vaikuntha. So here Rama is mentioning to Tara that. So having duly mourned for your husband, you will soon enjoy as much delight under Sugriva's protection as you did with Vali. Your son will become Prince Regent and you will be honored. All this is ordained by Providence. O Tara, the wives of heroes never lament as you are doing now. So here, Rama is pacifying Tara. What is going to happen? So simply follow the instructions. Very beautiful, Mataji. Okay, we shall move on. So next two paragraphs, Meena Mataji.
Rama instructed Tara according to the moral codes which applied to her race. On the death of her husband, she should accept his brother as her spouse and serve him as she had Bali. Tara becomes silent, gazing at Rama, who now turned to Sugriva to comfort him. Rama told Sugriva to take heart and attend to Vali's funeral. The soul of the monkey king would not be helped by simple grieving for him. The time for grieving must soon end and duties must be performed. Rama said gravely. The time control everything. Vali had scrubbed to all powerful time, going to the reason he has earned by his own act. Now time is urging you to perform your religious duty towards your brother. Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to add any comments, Mataji? Meena Mataji.
Oh, me. Yeah, so I'm not very good to explain, but just try a little bit. And Rama was like trying to like saying to Tara that because he's according to his race means he's a human, like he's a female, so he can like accept his brother Sugriva. And like and serve him as you serve the Vali, so he's instructed. Sorry, race is that means like female like that?
No, not female. They are monkeys.
Okay, moral course which applied to her race. Okay, so because she's a monkey, and that's why she can adopt her other like Sugriva's husband or as to serve him. It's like that.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so for the human, it's not like that. It's a human body. They cannot do that way. It's only because of the monkey.
It is monkeys. Yes, they do not have this human dharmas does not apply on those monkeys.
Okay. I see. Okay. And that's the reason here because of race. Okay, understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was this one explain like trying to Rama is explain said not to be like you can accept like so the Sugriva as you said like Bali and then he just tried to comfort Sugriva like because now Sugriva was also very unhappy and very sad like, losing his like brother like and request him to now continue with your life and like arrange with the funeral and all these things. Yeah. So it's like time, like in everybody in also time control everything, especially in the our life and everybody's life as well. When somebody passed away, like it's very very sad and it's very upsetting once. Like but times are like if it's the times give you like healing, like when time pass, everybody like do their duty like in according like and live that way. So yeah, so time is very important. Like as once times pass, then they will get that healing and try like as normal. But yeah, the few days is very difficult for anyone who lose their loved one or anybody. So Ram is explaining something like that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So one point here, we have seen that time in the third canto of 11th chapter, when Maitreya explained about time, how it controls Kalena Vyakta Murtina. And some in our day-to-day life, we have seen our grandfathers, they passed away. And that does not stop everything. It didn't stop anything. They have passed in their journey. And all the family members, they cried 1 or 2 days. And then again, they will be put up into the material nature. The hunger and thirst, they need to go all those things, do things for them, for their personal survival. That will drive their lives further. It is not the death of one person will make everything stop. The hunger and thirst of a person and material nature make him to drive his life further. Okay, this one has to realize. So things will keep passing on. So time controls everything. Jai Mataji.
All I was thinking here was that, where it says grieving must end and duties must be performed. So they were kings. Vali was a king, and now Sugriva will become the king. So they can't have the mourning for too long, because then unrest will start happening. And so duties must be performed and things will need to get back to normal soon. That's the advice Ram was giving. And we've seen here as well, we have our national mournings here as well, when the queen died as well. There is a time for mourning, but then straight away things have to resume. Yeah, and you filled in all the rest as well. And then, Prabhuji, I thought of one example, but then I thought that was not the right example. Where it says moral codes applied to her race, and then where she had to then marry Sugriva. I was thinking that just for the protection, to keep her protected, I was thinking of Krishna and the 16,000 wives, because they were with Narkasur. But then I thought maybe that was not, because they were not actually married to Narkasur, were they? But yet Krishna still married them, because they surrendered and said, who is now going to marry us, because we were with Narkasura. So Krishna then had to protect them and marry them. Would that wouldn't be a good example to use, would it here? Or?
That is not the right context, Mataji. So
Yes, yeah, I thought so. Then I decided not to, but I was just asking. Yeah, true. I was just thinking of protection side, because Krishna then wanted to protect them as well, their honor, because they were with Narkasur.
yes, so again when so Krishna marrying them, even though they were in a kind of way, there is a very beautiful shloka that it comes from Srimad Bhagavatam. Here Sutta Goswami describes on that context, just to bring as it is the right thing. In the first canto, chapter 1, and then here. Departure of Lord Krishna. I think Anyonyama is there. 20, I think 20 say 20 is Anyonyama. Okay, so here they have glorified. So Etan Param Yetah Param Sritum Apasta Peshalam Nirasthodjam Batasadu Kurvate Yasham Gurhat Pushkar Lochana Patihi Najatu Apaiti Hridispushan. Would you like to read the translation, Mataji?
All these women auspiciously glorified their lives despite their being without individuality and without purity. Their husband, the lotus-eyed personality of Godhead, never left them alone at home. He always pleased their hearts by making valuable presentations. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, these women are auspiciously glorified, even though before, when they were in the Narakasura's palace, without individuality, without purity, just by accepting Krishna, they become glorified. All these women auspiciously glorified their lives. Krishna gave that status to all of them. And again, he never left them alone at home. He always pleased their hearts by making valuable presentations. Okay, there is again very beautiful elaboration of that one, how glorified they're all. Okay, so let's not go into deep into that one. So coming back to here, so here, for the race of the monkeys here, Tara, even though she is very intelligent. So what has happened to Tara here before? Vali and Tara, Sugriva and Rama, they were living very happily because there is a Mayavi demon came and was challenging, and then Vali went to kill that Mayavi. He has gone inside the cave later on. Because it was Mayavi was not coming or Vali was not coming. It take a year to so many years to find that Mayavi and kill that Mayavi. So it took for a long time. And when the blood was coming, Sugriva misunderstood, and then he put a rock around the next to that cave. He went home, and then he mentioned to everyone that something has whatever has happened. And then Sugriva was living with Ruma and Tara. Sugriva was living with Rama and Tara. Now later on, Vali has come, and then he became angry. Now he has shooed away the Sugriva, and then now Vali is living with Tara and Rama there. And now what has happened? So from Sugriva part, it was all right because he has conveyed the right message. Now Vali has been here present. Now it is understood that both are present. They should have got their wives with them. But Wali showed away his younger brother purposefully, or some misunderstanding. It shouldn't have been done. But while his brother is present, now Wali is living cohabiting with Luruma, Sugriva's wife. That is not justifiable one. Now Wali is no more. Now here Wali is giving those instructions to Sugriva that look after Tara, look after Angada, and protect Tara. Likewise, he spoke, and also taking that as a providence. Rama also instructing Tara that you can live with your Sugriva as and serve him as she had served Vali like that. Okay, so it is for her race. It is not wrong. It is not human laws does not apply. Even Rama spoke that because you are a monkey, I am a human. I can do standing out behind the tree and I can shoot arrows. Okay, that are also he mentions that dharma. Now that part is done. Now according to that, they need to look after the. So during that time, Tara became silent, gazing at Rama. Now Rama is looking, now turned to Sugriva to comfort him. Okay, so this is how whenever we watch movies, we can see the vision is in front of us. The Ramayana is happening in front of our eyes. Okay, in such a way we can understand how uh, bit by bit we are seeing here. Very scrutinizing. Bhakti Vikaswa Maharaj has taken the Valmiki Ramayana and kept here. Okay, and it is one of the most popular books from ISKCON. Ramayana, it is published in various languages. It's not a huge volume. It is a couple of, I think, less than 300, something like that. It is very beautiful. And here we are in this reading the same, the Veda base. Okay, so time controls everything. And Vali has succumbed to all powerful time going to there is one shloka comes in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks, Kalu. Can anyone say that one? Kalos,
I'm time.
Ruddho. Yes, Kalosmi, Lokakshay Krudra Ruddho. That in the 11th chapter, in the Vishwarupa Sandarshana, there Krishna says that I am the time. Okay, so here, that powerful time, it will take everyone. Everything has to pass in the time. What I needed to do with the rest of my life. That is only one can do it. He cannot change the past. He cannot change the destiny. Whatever he has got some time now. If he has got few days in his life, what he needs to do, that has in his control. And later, when the body is taken over by the time and the nature, the body is no more working properly. Then he doesn't have anything. Even though he wanted to speak, he cannot speak. Vachamanopi na brute kalapasha vasham gataha. Even though he wanted to speak, he cannot speak. His tongue does not twist. Okay, so that is the nature. Okay, we shall move on further. So next, Usha Mataji, would you like to read the next two paragraphs, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sugriva stood. Yes, Prabhu, take from that.
Yes, Mataji.
Sugriva stood, looking at Ram. His mind was bewildered with grief and remorse. Lakshman took hold of the monkey's arm and told him to proceed with Vali's cremation. Lakshman gave detailed instruction to the confused Sugriva. Hearing the prince speak, Sugriva's attendants ran to carry out his orders. Ram again spoke to the grieving Tara. "O Vanara queen, carefully consider whether or not this dead body of Vali was ever related to you. It is nothing but in a collection of inert chemicals. The real person of the soul, not the body. In ignorance only do we form relationship based upon bodily consideration, calling others husband, son, or friend. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Any points, Mataji, you wanted to add?
So here is the when is the person died, then all the relationship is finished now because that's they said that when until there is no soul, then person is not there. So always that we're looking for the body but when the soul passed, soul take out from this body, then there is nothing in this body. So that was Rama was saying that to Tara, this body is gone. There is only the chemicals, but the soul, the person is the soul, not the body. And the thing is after that, Vali's passed away, that Sugriva's attendant has to carry the orders. So has to be take the instruction from the leaders. When the in the family, when the elder person died, and then when they looking after everything, so that other person next to that one, they had to carry out that all what that elder person was doing, and then finish the duty. Something Prabhu, I think. Hare Krishna.
Wanted to add any shlokas, Mataji, Bhagavad Gita shlokas?
I don't remember Prabhu. If you can just try to say some, and then I can maybe add it.
Dehinasmin.
देहिनोऽस्मि यथा देहि कौमारं यौवनं जरा यथा प्राप्ते धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यते प्रभु. I don't know. I just miss some. देहिनोऽस्मि यथा देहि कौमारं यौवनं जरा. धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति
Agampaino? Agampaino?
आगमनं नित्यं धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति something Prabhu, I don't know. I just miss. Thank you, Mataji. Can finish if you remember.
I know only few words here and there. Thank you. Prabhuji, sorry, I don't know much, but the verse I had chosen for this one was 20 as well, which
Yes,
you
Mataji.
spoke earlier today.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Okay. So this one, obviously, I don't know, but I will learn. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतो अयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. So the soul, there is neither birth or death at any time. He comes into being, does not come into, he has not come into being and does not come into being and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing and primeval. He's not slain when the body is slain. So once the body leaves, then that whole body, once the soul leaves, that whole body becomes lifeless. The examples I thought of here was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was at Srivasa Thakur's house and his son had passed away. The son then, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu found out, then they all go and see the son, the body of the son. And then I think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revives in a way so that the son can give sort of like preach to the parents or preach to the family. And so the son was saying that, I'm here only as much as I was destined to be here for. My journey has now come to an end. I will now go elsewhere and take the shelter of the lotus feet and serve the Lord. So that example came to my mind, that where he is saying that, my soul is going, you had to let go of me because my time has come to an end. And the other couple of examples were also, like few weeks ago we heard about Jad Bharat as well, saying, where it says that we form relationships based on ignorance. We are calling a husband and son and friend. So even Jad Bharat was explaining this to King Rahuguna, that, it's my, me and mine. It's all those bodily identifications and they're all temporary. And the other day I was just reading also, Bali Maharaj was saying the same thing to the Lord as well, that it is the attraction also, the misconception that leads us to believe that I and mine. And Prabhuji, I know you always say that I and mine we use quite a lot, but it's still an illusion. And in Kali Yuga, that's one of the things that we suffer from as well, that we are always under illusion, and we make mistakes and we cheat people, and we also get cheated ourselves, and we have imperfect senses. So yeah, it's that illusion that we are under, and we are always thinking of the bodily conceptions, and we are thinking of designations, bodily designations, that we always think my house and my husband. So Tara was always thinking like that as well. My husband, my Vali has gone, and I want to die with him as well. So those examples came to my mind. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Then there is a few shlokas as well. Usha Mataji, want to do this shloka as well, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu Krishna. वांसांसि चिन्नानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपरान् तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णान् संयाति नवानि Supervise Satyun Sanchirina Niyata Vihaya Navani Vinati Naruparani Tatha Sarirani Vihaya China Anya Anisanya Navani Vinati. Hare Krishna. As a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so just giving one kind of when we recite the shlokas, there are different tunes are there. Out of those tunes, one of these is the Brot Sama. Vasamsijina niyata vihaya navani gruna naro para. It goes very prolonged. It is so beautiful. Prabhupada was reciting one shloka, but for 10 minutes. One shloka for 10 minutes. He repeated only twice. I think it is well. And Krishna says, Tata Samnam, Brut Samha Tata Samnam. Krishna says that he is the most beautiful tune which represents me. I think we'll take one of shlokas from Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. We can do on one day, like very specifically taking very beautiful, prolonged Brut Sama tune. Because Krishna is representing that one. Okay, maybe devotees can find out. We'll come to that one. Jai Mataji, would you like to take one shloka and then try to sing in a Brahsama tune?
Okay, Prabhuji, I'll have to hear it first properly. You just did as well, so that gave me that was but I need to hear it for longer. So
Yes.
is it for, when do we choose this? When do we do this?
Let us not decide, but we will get
Okay. In future. Yeah. Okay. That's
you just find out, and when you are ready, then you will share with all of us. We'll select some time and then do it on that time.
okay. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Okay, and also, would you like to add any comments, Mataji?
Okay. I thought I did. So here, so I talked about this illusionary.
Okay. Yeah, good, Mataji.
Yeah.
Okay, we shall move on. Got Jagrita and Mataji. Would you like to read the next two paragraphs, Mataji, please?
Hare Krishna, all devotees. Is Rama explained that?
Yes.
Sorry, yeah?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Rama explained that the soul is without designation. It is the entire internal and dwells for only so time in the body. During our brief sojourn in our bodies, we form so many illusory relationship, but all of these will undoubtedly be broken by the force of time. The soul real happiness lies in its relationship with the God. Wali had now moved closer to that internal relationship, and no one need lament for him. As Rama spoken, Wali, grieving relatives, felt relief. Gathering themselves together, they prepared for Wali funeral. A beautiful wooden palanquin was a fetish. Wali body was carefully laid on it, and it was lifted up by 8 powerful monkeys. Wali looked like it, a fallen god. The palanquin was adorned by numerous carriage of birds, trees, and fighting soldiers. Over its top was lattice work covered with a net and many garlands and jeweled ornaments. The side of the palanquin were daubed with red sandal paste, and lotus flowers were laid out all along its edges. Sorry, Prabhuji. Sorry, everyone.
Thank you, Mataji. You did very nicely. Any comments, Mataji, wanted to add?
Is only like a Rama can explain we will like he's explaining like without it designing means is a soul comes is without any designation, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
And is a go like without that's why is nobody needs to is a feels said, but they said is the we need to be he rest in the peace in the with the God now. He's the safer place. That's my understanding, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
And Wali grieving felt relief, like Wali is feel relief. That's why everybody together prepared everything for his funeral, like the garland and ornaments, jeweled ornaments and everything, and with the sandal paste, red sandal paste. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. And he resting in the peacefully with the God. That's why we give everything to God, and Wali is enjoying with the God. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Very nice, Mataji. Excellent.
And I don't want to. This one is only that much I can explain. But it's a Prabhuji also. The Om Sri Ram Rameti Rameti. Can I say something?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah, is that sloka Om Sri Ram Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sastranama Tatulyam Sri Ram Nam Varanane Sri Krishna Upanamastu. Nothing to do with this one, but it's a sloka is given to from Shiva to the Parvati ji. Thus, I heard Prabhuji. I had to because the Parvati ji always doing the Vishnu Sastranam. Is the Vishnu Sastranam is a long thousands, right? Thousands name. That's why I take longer to recite. And one day is Shiva is just waiting for a dinner, and then asking Parvati ji, why you late for giving me a dinner? Then is Parvati ji explained. Parvati ji explained like as you know. Uh, As you know, I do always Vishnu Sahasranam before I give you the dinner. And then is that take me longer. And Shiva said, I can give you the short version of the Vishnu Sahasranam. Prabhuji, that my understanding is right or not? Is and
Yeah.
that's the reason why they give this Shiva, just give it to the Parvati ji, this sloka. Instead of doing Vishnu Sahasranam. Obviously, it's a Vishnu Sahasranam. It's a good to chant when you have too much time or something. And then if you can't do it, then you can recite this small version of this. Isn't it, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. You did very nicely, Mataji.
Thank you.
Nicely explained to us, Mataji. Thank you. Very beautiful.
No, thank you for encouraging.
Okay, excellent. Any other comments, steering comments, Mataji?
Uh, Yeah, so again, here we are saying Ram is explaining usually what happens at funerals, and when someone passes away, everybody is in mourning and lamenting. But and even here we find as well that Bhagavad Gita chapters are recited as well, just to get some solace in them. And so here Ram is doing the same thing. He's explaining about the soul, that its soul is without designation. So because we are here, so it says our brief sojourn in our bodies. So we are here, maybe in this life we may be mother or wife or husband or whatever, but we don't know what we were in the previous life and what we will be in our next life. So it's because of all our the relationships that we think, oh my, me, and whatever, but really the soul is eternal, and it's always Sachidanand, because we are part and parcel of the Lord. So the Lord is Sachidanand, and so the soul also is Sachidanand as well. But because it's now in this body and we are contaminated, that we have all these illusions and things. So he's saying, but the real relationship is with the Lord. So, it's good that Vali has now gone closer to be with the Lord. So it's like, let him go, be free of this. And then so then as he spoke, then the relatives found some relief. Then I think there is also this bit about preparation for the funeral, and how they gave him respect, because he was a king, so they had to do adorn the do everything nicely. And we saw that as well. All these funeral rites and everything has to be done, because we saw that previously how Rama did that to Jatayu as well. That he gave him wonderful cremation there as well, reciting shlokas so that Jatayu could go progress further. So it's very important that these rituals are carried out. And here it says it was with red sandalwood paste as well. So that's an auspicious thing as well to use in funerals, and lotus flowers. So yeah, Prabhuji, so sorry. No, I don't have anything more to add. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. You did very nice, Mataji. So here again, the soul's relationship lies in its relationship with God, not with the body stuff. Okay, so this is the bodies we form so many illusory relationships. So this is during our brief sojourn in our bodies, we form so many illusory relationships. These are all temporary. Though we are living present now among with our family members, these things, it will be very digestive to say that one. But actually, it is illusory things. Again, Manyamanidam Vishwam Maya Rajitam Atmani Avidya Rajita Swapna Gandharva Nagaropamam. Avidya Rachita Swapna, it is a dream. Gandharva Nagaropamam. Dhruva Maharaj, uh, he understands this world is like that. Of course, he has spent already 36,000 years. Later on, he come to that point, conclusion. But 36,000 years for him, and for us, it is 100 years only. We have already passed so many years in the number of years we have spent, that many number of years we have already died. We have already died. Prabhupada says we already died that many number of years. And we have got very few years. We do not know about that number. So just as long as we have got that period, use it for the real purpose, the eternity. And here Rama is also mentioning here, all of those undoubtedly will be illusory relationships will be broken by the force of time. We have seen when we were children, I was living with the parents. It was so happy family, brother, sister in a village, father and mother. In due course of time, we are growing, and then sometimes we feel happy. and then getting into studies, education, and then in graduation, getting into job. Meanwhile, some of the family members falls down and then lamentation. But we never stop. We keep going on, getting married and then being children, getting children. Another, meanwhile, few other family members pass. And then, so the family is being scattered. Family members drop. Existing family members scatter through the marriages and the families, relocations. All the time it is taking by the force of time. This is all by the force of time. Our children, and one day they will also leave us. It is very hard to digest, but this is the reality. But the time it will, whenever things are happening, we think that we are going through, but time is doing everything. The material nature is doing everything. We are experiencing these pains and pleasures. Okay, so that whenever the soul is connected to the Lord, then we understand everything else. At the time, we do not lament for anything. The real, the soul's real happiness lies in its relationship with God. Vali had now moved closer to that eternal relationship, and no one need lament for him. Rama is mentioning that closer to that eternal relationship, not entered into the Vaikuntha. He said closer. Maybe in the Mahabharata or somewhere, I think as we see that he has taken birth as a hunter. At that time, Krishna has taken him to the Vaikuntha planets. Okay, so that is here it is closer, later on it is going to be full. Okay, that is one thing here, and later on, whenever a person is taking to the funeral, but some people in the Bhagavad Gita, Pralayan Kamopabhoga Parama Pralayantam Upashitaha. Until he goes to the graveyard, he wanted to enjoy sense gratification, family, and everything else. Always lamenting for the Kamopabhoga Parama Pralayantam Upashitaha until his death. So one has to detach himself before itself and then enter into the eternity while he is living. Okay, that one, but here, um, Savanakadi says, Barhaite Naini Naranam Lingan Vishnu Nidikshatoye Pado Haroto Pado Nunanto Drumajanma Bhajo Kshetrani Nan Brajite Hariryo. And if people's this is the decorations of a dead body, if they are not engaging their hands in the service of the Lord, and its legs are like a trees, if they're not going to the temples, it is described like that. And here, as we see in the funerals, they are doing so many of flowers and all those stuff. And this is the palanquin. While spindled, a beautiful wooden palanquin was fetched. Wali body was carefully laid on it, and it was lifted up by powerful monkeys. Wali looked at like a fallen god. The palanquin was adorned with numerous carvings of birds, trees, and fighting soldiers. Over its top was lattice work covered with a net and many garlands, jewel ornaments. The sides of the palanquin were daubed with red sandal paste, and the lotus flowers were laid out all along its edges. We can see it is how those bodies were also kept like this. Very minute descriptions are also given. Okay, likewise, at least it will pacify the relatives of Wali. That yes, Wali has got a good death. At least it would pacify the. It does not meaningful to anything for Wali because he has left already his body. But at least it will pacify Angada and Tara and other relatives, Sugriva, that we have looked at least the body of Wali. It gives solace, that's all. But actually, there is no meaning. One should have done all those things, austerities and penances, and while Rama is present, leaving the body, like the Sharabanga Rishi, Shabari. those people have left their bodies in front of Ramachandra. So Vali also left, but he has moved closer to that eternal relationship. Sometime back, Meena Mataji asked, in the presence of Rama, Vali has the Jatayu died and then attained the eternity, and Sarvanga Rishi attained the eternity. Shabari attained the same place as the Matanga Rishi's Siddhaloka, like that. Okay, later on, they will go back to the Vaikuntha planets. But when it comes to the Vali here, so Rama is mentioning now Vali had moved closer to that eternal relationship. So hope it answers Meena Mataji's question once upon a time Mataji asked. Okay, so that is from the Ramayana. So again, there are based on our consciousness, what austerities and penances we have performed in our life, becoming a Achyuta Priya Bandhavaha. As long as we have got, we become dearer to the Lord. That is ultimate thing. Then we can live the bodily happily. We would not have any affection for the body. Hare Krishna. Okay, and
I was just thinking of what you were saying just now, you know, how we should live. So like Parikshit Maharaj as well, he knew he had 7 days and how he completely changed. And he heard Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the other one, I don't know the story too well, but I'd heard about Khatvanga Muni. Is that correct? That he had just a moment,
yes,
and he just changed. Yeah.
Yes.
But sometimes we, yeah, that realization doesn't come easily, and these were fortunate souls that they just turned their life around. Can try, I suppose.
Yes, in the other side that we said the Kansa knows that Devji's son is going to kill him. So, but thinking about that, he's thinking how I can kill that son. He's not thinking about the other things, but he wants to just protect himself, and then said, "I want to kill that son." But that other side, as you said, Mataji, Parikshit Maharaj said, "Okay, you have 7 days." So he just leave everything and concentrate on God. But the Kansa is thinking how I can protect and how can I kill. That is the difference here. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Okay, very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, here is your Katvangarish.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes. Yeah.
You wanted to read that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. The saintly king Katvanga, after being informed that the duration of his life would be only a moment more, at once freed himself from all material activities and took shelter of the supreme safety, the personality of Godhead. Yes. Thank you. But I don't know the story too well. It's just this bit only I know. I don't know much about him. Like,
so Katvanga, he was fighting for the demigods against the demons. So this is
yes. Oh, okay. When the battle happened, when the demigods and
you can read that section, Mataji.
Oh, okay. Maharaj Katvanga was invited by the demigods in the higher planets to fight demons, and as a king, he fought the battles to the full satisfaction of the demigods. The demigods, being fully satisfied with him, wanted to give him some benediction for material enjoyment, but Maharaj Katvanga, being very much alert to his prime duty, inquired from the demigods about his remaining duration of life. This means that he was not as anxious to accumulate some material benediction from the demigods as he was to prepare himself for the next life. He was informed by the demigods.
You can continue, Mataji.
However, that his life would last only a moment longer. The king at once left the heavenly kingdom, which is always full of material enjoyment, to the highest standard, and coming down to this earth, took ultimate shelter of the all safe personality of Godhead. Oh, he was successful in his great attempt and achieved liberation. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. He used that moment of time and then surrendered himself unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah, that way he achieved. Antakale Chamameva Smaranmukta Kalevaram Yeh Prayat Samadbhavam Yati Nasti Atra Samsayaha. He achieved that one. Okay, so that is coming back to Ramayana. Okay, any other questions? Are there devotees? Any questions? Any other comments before we wind up for the day?
So here, like Katwanda, so he has asked demigod that how long he's living, like his life, and then demigod replied,
Yes.
and then he just asked for one son, and that's what he used to. That's like that.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
So he wanted to know how much. But here, we can ask ChatGPT.
But Prabhuji, only if we know what time we were born. I wouldn't know.
Yes, Mataji. So, but we need to be very carefully utilize every moment. So,
It's
how?
better to not to know.
Yes, Mataji. So it
Yes,
will.
I agree with you. Yes. Otherwise, we'll only just worry.
Yes. So, for example, if I think that, oh, I have got 20 more years, 30 more years, or 35 years, or 40 years, how I can best utilize. If Jagriti Mataji is given, for example, another 40 years, what Mataji is going to do 40 years?
Oh, Prabhuji, you asking me or you just saying?
Yes, Mataji.
Is I want to improve on the, I can do much as I can do. Somebody can, devotee can guide me through to do I can do the devotional service, isn't it, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Then
That
I
one.
go more to closer to Krishna, if they said, yeah.
Yes. So that one comes chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra sincerely, faithfully, with full conviction. For that one, we need to take to the austerities, waking up early, always associating with the devotees, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, though it is a bit difficult in the morning, but at least 16 rounds, sincerely when we chant, Krishna will see your heart, what is in your heart, and then he will arrange everything else. First, we need to sit and chant, irrespective of time, 16 rounds, sincerely.
Yes, Prabhuji. I used to do, and then is again gone back to only 5. I can do it. Then I do 6, up and down, up and down. I used to do 16, but I don't know why I'm going up and down now.
Yeah, but when we do 16 rounds, we would see because it is the word of our acharyas. Our acharyas instructed us to do 16 rounds. Then the full knowledge will be revealed within the heart. And when we are in that endeavor, Lord will arrange all our premises, circumstances in favorable to execute Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. And they also said is a Mahamantra of the Krishna, Hare Krishna, is stronger than anything we do, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, that is the
But
only.
still we need to do Bhagavad Gita and to more understand to God, right?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
In the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, only 3 words: Krishna, Rama, Hare. It is very easy. But if you wanted to go to more details, Bhagavad Gita, more and more details, Bhagavatam, to know more everything about the Lord, there are so many scriptures. This is to engage all of the time to know about the Lord establish the relationship with the Lord, and engaging in devotional service is one of that is the topmost way.
Yes, Prabhuji, I really like it, but is where I stuck is a Sanskrit sloka. I really love to learn it, but is whenever I learn, is something come up. Is especially the I do understand lots of people devotees is have a saying thing like the family member is don't that much in devotional service, but still they can do it. But I'm not sure why I can't do it. Maybe I'm not putting that much effort.
Yes, but we need, so few things needs to be done, like not watching movies and the pro entertainment things, and then eating outside hotels. It will kill our intelligence, and then it will hamper our chanting. So that's why strictly chant 16 downs, and do not speak any nonsense to the other people. This is Dusangam Musrucha. So we do not associate with the materialistic people, and only speak Bhagavatam, and only speak with the devotees. Your life will become sublime. Prabhupada says that one.
Yeah, thus Prabhuji, I start doing it. Is like a Thursday we do the bhajan kirtans, and one of our family members, and they do 8 to 10. This is a Bhagavatam Monday to Friday. Even though weekend sometime now they started, but sometime I do every Thursday bhajan kirtans. Thus I do start doing it and chanting Hare Krishna again.
Yes, madam.
But it still is like I
Yeah,
said.
one must be seriously chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sometimes we see some of the people go to the temple and then do some kind of usual Hindu songs. They will do it and then come back and they will engage. Actually, do it for the materialistic happiness, associate with the people like a community, and then eat all the things combinedly, become happy, and then sing, and then go back again the same materialistic activities. That was it happens, but that would not have much effect in the spiritual life. So in this one, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra regularly 16 rounds, for associate with the devotees, read the scriptures, engage yourself in the kirtans. The kirtans means that were given by our acharya, spiritual masters. Those kirtans have more potency. That is important. Then our life become sublime. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you for explaining. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Okay, dear devotees, anything else? Otherwise, we shall conclude. Garinga Mataji. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, we shall conclude now for our
Shall we
today.
do Hari Bols again to
Go ahead. Jai Mataji.
No,
That is doing so much of.
no, no,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol.
Hari
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 Bol,
Bol.
no.
Hari Bol for the Prabhuji as well.
Prabhuji, yes. Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol,
Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol,
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Yeah,
To
Jai
all of
Mataji, you explained everything very nicely as well.
Gosh. Not
Yes,
at all.
Mataji is.
I'm just.
Mataji speaks very beautifully according to context. Mataji remembers so many shlokas.
No, Mataji doesn't remember anything. I have to
But
look up Prabhuji. Oh,
that is, it may not come entirely in the beginning. We may feel like that, but we do not have to comment that I forget, I know something, I am doing. We do not have to, we simply try and then try to speak, and then that's all. Finish. And Lord will arrange everything else. We do not have to any speculate, but you are doing very beautifully everything.
thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
It's only because you encourage all of us to speak as well, so it makes that much, good for us that we look up and we read as well.
Yes, we are reading from Veda base, so we know where we are reading. We will get familiar with this one. We get attachment with the scripture. So you like to read the same thing again in the later on.
Yeah, you did tell last week, so I started to read because obviously I missed this all of it. So I started with the part 1. Yeah, so it's quite good. And in fact, then I came across the Ahalya story is not covered in this one, but it's in Valmiki Ramayana. And then also, is it Ashok Vatika incident never happened? But it wasn't mentioned in this Ramayana, but did it actually happen in Valmiki Ramayana? I've yet to read that here.
This is Valmiki Ramayana.
No, what I mean is, sorry, I meant the Sanskrit, the Hindi version, the proper Valmiki, where all the verses are. In that one, Veducation, I think it was Ved education. It was in there.
Here, in this Ramayana, in the first part, let me just take to that one. So
The Ashok Vatika incident. Oh, is it Ashok Vatika where Rama sees Sita?
we'll see that one, Mataji. So here,
Also,
part 1
Vatika is in
is
Janakpur, isn't it? Rama Sita.
with the sages Vishwamitra. The third chapter, Ahalya. Something I think.
Yeah.
So
Ahalya was not
Vatika
even
came in
mentioned.
Lanka. Isn't it?
Mataji is asking about Ahalya, Mataji.
No, she is asking about Ashok Vatika, but Ashok Vatika incident.
Sorry, not Ashok Vatika, not
Lanka.
Ashok. Which is the one where Rama and Sita see each other for the first
in Janakpur.
Janakpur. Okay.
Janakpur, when Rama was getting some flower for his
Yes,
Guru Maharaj.
but that was not in this Ramayana, the one we are reading, and I couldn't find Ahalya either.
Here it is there, Mataji. Let me just bring in here. So there is a pastime of the history of Vishwamitra, I think. Let me just.
It's in there. Oh, okay.
No, let not think here. But we have passed that passage as well. Let me just story of River Ganges, history of Vishwamitra, birth and history of Hanuman, benefits of reading this one. Prologue, not prologue.
Because I've read up to chapter 6 and I couldn't find it. And neither I could find how Ram and Sita see each other eye to eye first.
So just we'll see Ahalya here, Mataji. Let us see where Ahalya is mentioned in the books. So here the book Srimad Bhagavatam is mentioned. Let us see, where is that one?
Here also Kevat Prasanga also not
mentioned.
Kevat, the Kevat also not here.
It is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, but in the let us see, ask the ChatGPT. I don't know which chapter, but we have passed it through that one actually. And the Ramayana within this one, when the Rama is going with Vishwamitra with Gautam Muni, that ashram is.
Yeah, Gautam Muni ashram.
I think it is not here. Yeah, it is not here.
No.
Sita's plea, grief and fury, trial of strength, crooked advice for okay.
No, it's not here. I think it's the Kevat Prasanga also not here like that, but.
And in here, they say Sita Swayamvar. I'm not even sure whether it happened in front of everyone. It just happened like.
Yeah, there is one person he describes. I think Ahalya's son. He is going to glorify Vishwamitra, and Vishwamitra also glorifies in Gautam Muni and Ahalya like that. So that thing has happened here somewhere during the Sita Mata's marriage. In that one, that is style of strength. We have seen, definitely we have seen that part. Just not recalling which part of this one. Could advise for Kaikei? First advice. But anyway, Mataji, so we'll come back in the next next Sunday.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so for now we conclude. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा
अनंत कोटि
जय
प्रभुपाद की जय.
Hare Krishna conscious day everyone.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Please go.
Thank you, Mataji.
It's 9:45, isn't it? Breaking.
9:31.
No, like breaking fast.
Oh gosh, yes.
It is 9:55, Mataji.
9:55. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu